Hello, and thank you for joining us for GHSA's Associate Member Spotlight. I'm here with Andres Castrillon from Qualcomm, and as always, why don't we start by having you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what Qualcomm is.
Yeah, thanks, Carrie. Thanks so much for having me. My name is Andres Castrillon. I'm Senior Director of Government Affairs at Qualcomm. We're a semiconductor design company headquartered in San Diego, California, and we're a leader in all things wireless research and development. So we're not a consumer-facing company, so many of your members may never have heard of us. You're not going to go to a store and buy a Qualcomm branded product off the shelf. But whether you realize it or not, you're interacting with Qualcomm technology sort of all day throughout your day. So our semiconductors or chips are very likely in the cell phone that you use throughout the day. We're in your automobiles. We're in your IoT devices, your tablets, your computers. And we've been playing a big role as a technology enabler in the automotive industry for many years, working with automakers to enable connectivity, really innovative new infotainment and digital cockpit solutions. And most importantly, for this discussion and for your membership, we work in the automotive industry to enable innovative new safety technologies, automotive safety technologies, including ADAS, and then various levels of automated driving.
So it sounds like Qualcomm is kind of omnipresent. We just don't even realize that you're there. So you've alluded to this a little bit, but what's one new innovative or technology that you're working on to address a particular safety problem?
Yeah, so we're really excited about a connected vehicle technology called Cellular Vehicle to Everything, or CV2X. We think that CV2X can be a really big part of the puzzle to reversing the public health crisis that we have on our roadways, right? So roadway fatalities at or near all-time highs, pedestrian and cyclist fatalities at all-time highs. And so what CV2X is a technology that allows vehicles to communicate with other vehicles, vehicles to communicate with infrastructure, and then vehicles and infrastructure to communicate with vulnerable road users, so cyclists and pedestrians. So you can imagine in a world where all three of those elements are able to communicate with each other and be aware of each other's presence, we can start to coordinate our movements in a way that really allows us to either mitigate or actually eliminate, avoid a significant number of roadway crashes and therefore also fatalities. There's actually right now at this moment a significant momentum behind the deployment of this technology. So as we sit here today talking, there are 17 states that have received waivers from the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, to deploy this technology. And then we're really excited that the U.S. Department of Transportation issued a couple of months ago a draft national deployment plan for coast-to-coast deployment of CV2X. And then they're going to finalize and actually publish the final version of that deployment plan at some point later this year, likely in the April or May timeframe. And so this is a technology that the entire ITS ecosystem is really excited about. And we think that in 2024, we're really at an inflection point where we're going to start to see really innovative use cases and deployments of this technology very soon.
There's a lot going on there. So what's one thing that you would like for state highway safety offices to know about Qualcomm?
Yeah, so we're sort of unique in this ecosystem, right? We're not a consumer-facing brand. We don't sell anything directly to the public sector, but we do work really closely with the public sector, kind of as a technology advisor, right? So we tend to be sort of technology agnostic. We're vendor agnostic. We work with the entire ecosystem. And so in the V2X space, right, in the vehicle connectivity space, for example, we work with just about every automaker in some way. And then on the infrastructure side, we work with all sorts of vendors that sell the roadside units that would go on the infrastructure to deploy and enable this technology. And so what that gives Qualcomm, what that gives us is kind of a really high level an objective view of what's going on and what the art of the possible is. And so, we're always available to talk to public sector folks, highway safety folks about where their pain points are and where technology may be able to play a role in addressing those pain points.
Well, I think you've given everybody a lot to think about. Thank you, Andres, for speaking with us today, for being an associate member, and for being a roadway safety champion. We're looking forward to seeing you in Indianapolis this September. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Looking forward to it.